Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Exhibit. I'm Manzala and I'm here today to tell you about 5 tech launches of October 2022. Now October is also known as Techtober because major launches of the year happen during this period, October and November, which is also known as Techvember. So let's get right into the video. Starting with number 1, which is iPhone 14 Plus. Now though it was launched last month, the availability starts October 7th onwards. This iPhone 14 is the most awaited lineup, and the iPhone 14 Plus is a newer variant in the iPhone 14 lineup. The iPhone 14 Plus houses the A15 Bionic chip. It has a 6.7-inch of display and 60 Hz of refresh rate. It has 6 GB of RAM and storage options up to 1 TB. Talking about the camera, it has a dual camera setup, 12 megapixel plus 12 megapixel and a front camera of 12 megapixel with true depth sensors. It has a battery of 4325 mAh with 20 watts of charging, and the price starts at 89,900 onwards. Number 2. Google has announced that it's gonna launch its flagship series, the Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro, this month. The Google Pixel 7 houses the Google Tensor G2 processor. It comes with a display of 6.3 inches and a refresh rate of 90 Hz. RAM is going to be 6 GB and we might have multiple storage options starting 128 GB. It will house a dual rear camera that is 15 megapixel plus 12 megapixel and a front primary camera of 8 megapixel. It's going to house a battery of 4600 mAh and 30 watts of charging power. The price is approximately going to be Rs 70,000 and the launch date is October 6th. Number 3 is the Jio Phone 5G. Now, it is expected that around the festive season, Jio is going to launch their first 5G capable phone, which is going to be called the Jio Phone 5G. Now, there hasn't been any official statement, but this is all based on speculations and expectations. The Jio Phone 5G will house a Qualcomm Snapdragon 480 5G processor and will come with a display of 6.5 inches. We are expecting the refresh rate to be 60 Hz with 4 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, and there might be multiple storage options. Now, we might see a dual rear camera setup that is 13 megapixel plus 2 megapixel and a front camera of 8 megapixel. It'll have a battery of 5000 mAh and charging of 18 watts. Price is approximately going to be 10,000. It is expected since it will be a budget-friendly device, and the launch we are also expecting is October around Diwali and the festive season. Number 4 is the OnePlus Note 3. Now, OnePlus Note series is really popular among the budget-friendly smartphone buyers, and there hasn't been any official launch of this phone yet, but we are believing that the Note 3 is going to come super soon and maybe October. The OnePlus Note 3 will come with a MediaTek Dimensity 8100 processor, a display of 6.7 inches and 120 Hz of refresh rate. The RAM will be 12 GB and storage options of standard 128 and 256 GB. We might see a triple camera setup of 50 megapixel, 8 megapixel plus 2 megapixel and a front camera of 16 megapixel. The battery will be 4000 mAh with 120 watts of fast charging. The expected price for this OnePlus Note 3 is going to be 27,999 and the launch is expected in October. Number 5 is the Xiaomi 12 Lite. Now, Xiaomi 12 Lite is expected to launch in India this month. It's a very sleek, premium and a stylish phone which will come with a processor of Qualcomm Snapdragon 778G, a display of 6.55 inches and 120 Hz of refresh rate. It will have RAM options of 6 GB and 8 GB with storage options of 128 and 256 GB. We might see a triple camera setup of 108 megapixel plus 8 plus 2 megapixel and a front camera of 32 megapixel. The battery will be 4300 mAh with 67 watts of fast charging. The price is expected to be around 25,000 rupees and we are expecting the launch in October this month. Number 6 is the iQOO 10 Pro 5G. Now, this is a premium flagship power pack device by the iQOO, which will come with the processor of Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, a display of 6.7 inches and 120 Hz of refresh rate. Basic RAM and storage options starting 8 GB onwards and storage options starting 256 GB onwards. It will house a triple camera setup of 50 megapixel plus 50 megapixel plus 14.6 megapixel and a front camera of 16 megapixel. The battery is going to be 4700 mAh and a whopping 200 watts of fast charging support and 65 watts of wireless charging. The price is expected to be around 52 to 53,000 and the launch is expected in October, which is this month. Number 7 is the iQOO Neo 7. Now along with the flagship offering, it's also gonna offer its Neo series, which is the Neo 7, and it's gonna come with the processor of MediaTek Dimensity 9000 Plus, display of 6.62 inches and a refresh rate of 120Hz. RAM is gonna be 12 GB of LPDDR5, storage of 256 GB. It's gonna house a dual camera with OIS assisted Sony IMX766 50 megapixel main camera and a front camera of 16 megapixel. Battery is gonna be 4000 mAh and of course with a fast charging support of 120 watts. The price is expected to be approximately 40,000 and it's gonna come this month. Number 8 is the Poco X4 GT that we are going to see and is expected to launch this month. It will come with a MediaTek Dimensity 8100 processor, display of 6.6 inches and a refresh rate of 144Hz. RAM is 8 GB with storage options of 128 and above. Camera will be a triple camera setup with 64 plus 8 plus 2 megapixel, a front camera of 16 megapixel. The battery is going to be 5080 mAh and a fast charging of 67 watts. The price is expected to be around 25,000 and the launch is expected to be in this month. So these are some of the phones that we are expecting to be launched in the Techtober month. Comment down below which one's your favorite and which one would you like to buy. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.